Friday, July 25th is the Lion Channel. I'm John, day 85 of my manifesting journey. I'm going to get into step 2 in a few moments, but first, I wanted to talk about a glitch slash manifestation. It's actually a glitch and a manifestation all in one. Last night, we watched the movie We Bought a Zoo. Matt Damon, Scarlett Johansson, I think that's how you say her name. It's one of my favorite movies of all, probably in my top 10. But my daughter hadn't seen it, so we were like, we got to watch it. And in that movie, okay, they wind up buying a zoo and getting the zoo ready, like repairing the zoo and getting it all ready for the big opening. And the grand opening of the zoo, the date was July 7th. So 7/7. Okay. And not only was it the grand opening and it was a big date, but they focused on 7/7 a lot during the kind of like climax of the movie. And they showed the calendar and things were happening, and they didn't know if like it was gonna if they were gonna be able to open it on 7/7. They were showing the calendar, focused on the calendar, talking about July 7th over and over and over again. All right. So we wound up watching the movie, finished the movie, and that was it. Okay. Went to sleep, woke up this morning, and as I talked about yesterday, one of the first things I've been doing is checking my credit score because I know my credit's on the rise. And you you probably know where this is going. All right. Yesterday, my Experian credit score was 695. All right. So I woke up this morning, I clicked on it, checked it out. It went up exactly 12 points and landed on 707. Anybody have odds on that? On that happening? I mean, there's no odds, right? It's just, if you've been watching these videos over and over again, it's not coincidence. Okay, these are glitches, and it's also a manifestation. This is the highest by far my credit has ever been. I don't even think I've ever gotten past like 630. It's always been either poor or fair. Okay. Depending on what point of my life. And I've had money before. Like, this isn't like a situation where it's like, oh, now I have money and I never had money before. I would get money, but I wouldn't focus on my credit. I'd be focused on other things, just blowing the money because of the state of consciousness that I was in. All right. So now, and so this is why it's so important what I'm going to talk about next, which is step 2, is deciding who you want to become. Okay. If you're trying to manifest things, this is not the channel to watch. Okay. I can tell you how to manifest things. If you follow these steps, you'll be able to manifest things. You just substitute things instead of what I'm about to tell you, is decide who you want to become. But that's not going to change your happiness, because it's not going to change your state of consciousness. You're just going to manifest a thing, and you're going to have it. Like, let's say winning the lottery. I use that all the time as an example, because people think money that's what's going to make you happy. There are plenty of people out there with money who aren't happy because they're not happy with who they are. And then there are plenty of people who get money and then they blow it. Okay, so one of those two things is going to happen to you if you don't change who you are, decide who you want to become. So that's what I'm talking about here. Okay, think about the people in your life that you admire or look up to, and then pick the best qualities or the qualities that you want from each of those people and write them down. Okay. Or you could think of TV shows or celebrities. It doesn't matter. Okay. Any characteristics that you would want if you were just creating an avatar on a video game and it had a list of characteristics that you could choose from. What characteristics would you choose and apply them to your and make your character those characteristics? What characteristics would you give that character? Write them down, because you are that character. All right? And then that's what you're going to start falling asleep with, which we'll get into. That'll be step 3, step 4. All right? But this is step 2. This is the homework for now. Decide who you want to become. Write down the characteristics. Okay? I'm just making these steps really simple. Yesterday was really simple. If you did yesterday, congratulations. Okay? You're on the way to changing your life. This is step 2. Now go and do this. This is, a lot of people don't know who they want to become. They've never even thought about it because they are what they are. They don't even know that this is possible, and you might be one of those people. But I'm telling you right now, it's totally possible. Okay? I've talked about a whole bunch of times where I was on April 3rd mentally. Okay? And that's everything. Where you are mentally is where you are. That's who you are. But you can change it. And that's why I'm making these videos. And that's why I'm creating these steps. Okay? To make it as simple as possible for you, if you want to do it and change who you are and change your life, the exterior world that you're seeing. You're going to start seeing it differently and things are going to change. Okay? Step 3 tomorrow, Lion's Den, real quick. Marley, Brent, Kate, all staying non-negotiable, all staying committed. Marley was back with a kind of a manifestation. Her internet went out, and she, instead of getting angry or frustrated, she realized that everything is happening for her and it's just a simulation. And so she laughed at it. Next thing you know, it comes back on an hour later. I don't know about you, but I've experienced internet outages and I don't know if I've ever had one come back like that fast. So that's pretty cool. Marley, thank you for sharing that. And I think that was it. I talked about Rad Radicals, their manifestation the other day. But like I said, glitches, manifestations, anything that's happening with you guys in the Lion's Den, please post them and share them. I don't care how small it is. All right. I will talk about it in the next video. All right. So that's it for tonight, Friday night. Enjoy your Friday night. I'm going to enjoy mine, and I will see you tomorrow for step 3. I love you all. Take care.